The country has been grappling with high temperatures since the month of January this year. Even though certain areas experience showers today as well, the Department of Meteorology says that a sufficient amount of rain cannot be expected until the month of May.
Temperatures have spiked by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius in comparison to previous years. We cannot even do our jobs. Children find it difficult too. The fan works all day, but it is unbearable. The heat has increased compared to last year. It is unbearable. The heat is unbearable.
What is happening now, the temperature is increasing in Colombo more than 34 Celsius degree. Because of this, worldwide global surface temperature have increased more than the average plus 1.35, and the atmospheric contents of carbon oxide, atmospheric concentration of CO2, CH4 and N2O gases have increased. And so El Nino phenomenon have persistence, consistent and intense during this period. Because these composite factors have induced the temperature in high level. This situation will continue in next month also. A temperature rise will continue until the end of April.
The prevailing weather conditions continue to have a number of effects in the island. The supply of clean drinking water is one of the key issues which should be highlighted. Locals of the Kaluthara area say that the water supplied from the Kethena water treatment plant in Kaluthara is mixed with salt water due to the mixture of seawater into the Kaluganga. We lack sufficient amount of water for drinking purposes because it is mixed with salt. Water is being supplied through water buses which fill up water tanks installed at selected areas. We are also fulfilling the needs of the consumer that arises due to other issues, including the issue of the mixture of salt water. We have not disrupted the supply of water. The usage of water within the limits of Colombo has increased by around 10%. Areas which do not have water are supplied with water with the use of bowsers. Areas such as Kaluthara and Mathura, where the water is mixed with salt, will be compensated with water distributed through bowsers. Hydropower generation has currently been limited to 18%. The current water levels in a majority of tanks situated in the vicinity of power plants is pegged below the 40% mark. The Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy said that the water levels at certain tanks are between 16 and 20%. There are 3 privately owned plants such as Amvalapitia, Putlam, Heladenevi and Mathura power plants which we have put but are yet to be utilized. We will obtain these 3 power plants as well. We request the public to use electricity sparingly. On the part of our ministry, trying to provide an uninterrupted supply of electricity to the people during the upcoming New Year leading up to the Vesak season. Meanwhile, rains were experienced in a number of areas of the island today as well. The highest rainfall of 38 millimeters was recorded in Norelia during the lapse of 24 hours ending at 2:30 p.m. today. Showers were also reported in a number of areas including Anuradhapura, Trincomalee and Hatton today. It is difficult to ascertain if the rains we have received now is sufficient enough to completely cease prevailing dry weather conditions. However, this could change drastically once the intermonsoonal rains fall into the cycle. We can only expect the rainy weather conditions for a few days. If you consider the long-term forecast, it is difficult to expect sufficient amount of rain for the month of April.